Testing 1, 2, 3, folks. We are here, and I'm about to do the stream because this is going to be a good one. I am beside myself, folks. Absolutely beside myself. Xbox is now in the... Oh, goodness gracious. Where do we start, folks? Oh, my goodness. Xbox is now in the comedy industry. And I had no idea. Just make sure the audio is good. I had no idea that this is what it's come down to. Testing 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay. I am not somebody that makes videos and capitalizes on clickbait. If you look at any of my videos, you can tell that I'm in my own little world doing my own little thing. But today, I became bothered so much. I actually said in my head the words that nobody's ever said before. Dreamcast guy is right. Xbox has lost me as a fan, and I'm pretty sure a lot more people. Let's take a look. So, Xbox has announced a price hike. It will cost $30 American for Game Pass Ultimate, which is plus tax. In Canada, that's going to be $34 Canadian plus tax, which comes to $40. I understand that they bought Activision, so on and so forth. It doesn't matter. The whole point of Game Pass is a cheaper alternative to the rising cost of games. I know I'm making it sound like Microsoft's my friend, but $40 a month, I'm going to just start buying games again if it's that expensive. Or not buying games, as it were. Look at this. According to GameSpot, Game Pass price hike announced will cost $30 a month for Ultimate. Microsoft raising ahead of Black Ops 7. I hate that they bought Activision. The worst thing Microsoft ever did was buy the worst gaming company out there, Activision. They're adding these different tiers, again with the tiers, right? Here's the thing with Game Pass. If you are a Game Pass subscriber and you're not on Ultimate, you're wasting your money. What's the point of subscribing to Netflix if they give you 20 movies a month? Why would you do that? Just get the one where you get all the movies a month, right? Like these subscription services, I don't want to pick and choose which games I'm allowed to play. It's either all or nothing. I was paying $22 Canadian plus tax. It came to 26 and change. That's still pretty steep. That was after the 2022 hike. Remember, after they bought Activision in 2022, they raised the price? I didn't complain. They raised it by $7. I was like, whatever, we're going to get Call of Duty. It's a good price. Forza 5 was awesome. This is a $13 price hike on top of that. Microsoft is having fun. They're actually performing comedy. This is like actual, true, legit performance art method acting comedy. Okay? How do I look? Okay. So, Game Pass Ultimate gets the biggest upgrade yet with these perks. Microsoft said the tier is getting its biggest upgrade yet. What does that mean? For Game Pass Ultimate subscribers, we're now getting more day one games than ever before. Really? Microsoft is going to make more first-party games? Because that's kind of been an issue with them, okay? We're getting more. They're going to give us more day one games. Oh, yeah. And maybe that means more third-party games, which cool. But what's coming out? What's coming out this fall that we're getting day one? We're also going to get access to Fortnite Crew and Ubisoft Classics, which I didn't mean to click that. Members also get enhanced cloud game streaming, which is actually really cool. I use Game Pass Ultimate for the cloud stream, all right? The cloud stream saves me from downloading each and every individual game, and it going to 1440p is pretty good. Maybe the visual latency will be better. Another perk added to Ultimate is the best quality streaming and shortest wait times for cloud gaming. The cloud gaming wait times is really quick anyways. It's not worth $13 extra a month. The rewards program that they nerfed the absolute crap out of is getting more perks. who subscribe to the new, more expensive price. With our upgraded rewards program, players can get up to 30% value on select Game Pass games with 4 times the points on the purchase of game add-ons. So if you buy the game add-on in addition to paying the $40 a month, you'll get 4 times the points. Whoa! Now, they have something called Game Pass Essential, Game Pass Premium, PC Game Pass, and Game Pass Ultimate. Game Pass Essential is formerly core and includes unlimited cloud gaming, online multiplayer support, catalog of 50-plus games, and certain in-game perks for select titles. Microsoft said that this near tier makes all the titles in the catalog fully playable on PC as opposed to only one console. The $10 a month. You know what? That's not horrible, but again, what 50 games are those? Do I get to play Metaphor, ReFantazio, Persona 4 Golden, Gears of War Ultimate, South of Midnight? Do I get to play these games? New for Game Pass Premium, formerly standard, is getting more games than ever before. With the library grown to 200 plus titles across console and PC. So that's about 100 each, not 200 each. The price is staying at $15 a month. Some of the new games added are Diablo 4 and Hogwarts Legacy. Going forward, Game Pass Premium will get Microsoft's own first-party games within 1 year of their launch. Ooh, except for Call of Duty. So, again, can somebody name 10 first-party games that Microsoft makes that aren't Call of Duty? Go. I can't either. PC Game Pass, they're raising the price to $12 a month. It will continue to get new day one releases. So PC Game Pass is like the only real option, like in all complete honesty. But even then, you can't just click. I could be mistaken, but you had to go to xbox.com/play to play games on PC Cloud. You couldn't just click the cloud icon. It could be mistaken, but it's a little bit inconvenient. Now, here's where I'm getting a little bugged out too, right? Who do you got there? Speed Dude. Xbox becoming a third party. It's pretty much started Xbox going the way of Sega. And that's the thing. Xbox going third party, I wasn't so mad at. We saw it coming. I kept saying to myself, as long as we got Game Pass, I don't care if they release games on PlayStation. You want to buy Forza 5, which is 4 years old, for $110 brand new on PlayStation? Be my guest. It's free on Game Pass, brother. But not for $40 a month, man. Now, here's where I'm bothered. What up, Speed Dude? IGN and GameSpot both have these like loving articles. You know, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate price rises as 45 games are added. Here's the full list of games. Or 94 new Game Pass titles released today. Here's the full list. 94 Game Pass games were not released today, okay? They were swapped over between Game Pass Standard and Premium, but there were not 94 new Game Pass games released today, okay? 94 games did not come out in the last 6 months, let alone released today, okay? And let's look at YouTube. Look at this. Watch, just watch with me. Bear with me. I'm gonna type it in. Look at the Destin. We're gonna watch Destin in a sec. Look at the Xbox. What's new and changing with Game Pass? Hi, everyone. Xbox Game Pass is getting an upgrade. It's getting upgraded to $40 a month. Your wallet's getting a downgrade. Well, Xbox is getting an upgrade. It's not an upgrade. I'm sorry. That is not an upgrade. It was fine as it was. Dreamcast guy, I gotta admit, he's been correct about the brand, and I've hated this guy for years. Not hate, like not actual real hate, but I just dislike Dreamcast guy so much. I hate saying he's right, but he was right. Game Pass is dead. Huge price increase. He's always like going dramatic with the Xbox stuff. That's why I just don't like Dreamcast guy, but he's right. Destin, always a very valuable source of news. Xbox Game Pass prices are going up. It's worse than you think. He's honest. Like, Destin's honest. He's not just on the hatred bandwagon. He's honest when things are good, things are bad. Look at this. Now they're starting to come out. But IGN, Xbox Game Pass, update trailer. There's a trailer for Game Pass from IGN. Like, simps or what? Are you working for Microsoft, IGN? Let's see. What else? Introducing Xbox Game Pass Premium. Like, no thanks. It was already there. Xbox lost their mind. RGT85. Xbox faced backlash after massive game price increase. Xbox Game Pass gives you more benefits trailer. Let's just watch this. Just for fun. Oh. This is the trailer for Game Pass. $40 a month. For the same thing you already had for $25 a month. Choose from Ultimate, Premium, or Essential. All 3 plans now include games on PC and console, unlimited cloud gaming, they already did, online console multiplayer, more rewards and in-game benefits, including Riot Games benefits. Ooh. Enjoy more must-play games. $40 a month for Call of Duty. If you just put 2.5 months of Game Pass, you can just buy the game. Oh, I have been a staunch supporter of Xbox. I have in my video repertoire on YouTube, you can go to it right now, I have a defense for Redfall. I'm defending Redfall. I gave it a 7 out of 10 and said it wasn't that bad. It wasn't the end of the world like everyone predicted. And this is from March, like it's 3 years after the fact, that 2 years after it came out. I'm the only human in the world that defended Redfall. Oh, it's so disgusting. Let's see what the comments are. Let's just read the comments. Gives you more. It gives you more benefits. You get more benefits for $13 extra a month. Buddy, for $13 a month, I want Phil Spencer personally sending me a cameo thanking me for my subscription. One way to say we have a price increase. I don't see any changes. I already have those on my current subscription. I only see a price increase. Goodbye subscription. Increase prices, take away existing features, and yet call it giving us more benefits? Good game, Xbox. Oh, well, Game Pass had a good run. This is a price increase that convinced me I'd be much better buying the few games I actually play. I'm not the only one. And this is where it all goes downhill. It was a nice ride while it lasted. From Game Pass to Hard Pass, rest in piss, Phil. What Xbox failed to mention is that starting in 2026, Xbox will introduce ads in the lower tier services while you game. Is this true? How about a free tier with ads? That would make sense. Legit, haven't been using Xbox for over 20 years now. A gold member the whole time. It was good while it lasted. I just canceled my subscription after a solid 8 years on the platform. How is reducing your games catalog gives you more benefits? So you could see people are pissed, all right? Am I still here? Okay. Just making sure, folks. Introducing Xbox Game Pass Essential. Let's look at this.
Hello, friends.
Hello, friends. We're your friends. Microsoft, you love us. Imagine charging your friend $13 more a month to hang out.
Fight together.
If you want to hang out with me, buy me lunch. Like, cloud gaming was already unlimited. Like, I don't know why this is a thing they're advertising. I've been cloud gaming for the last year and a half. Since Call of Duty. Earn up to $25 a year in rewards. Like, that's nothing compared to what we're paying.
Now's the fun part!
Now's the fun part! Oh, it just feels, it looks like Fortnite. Like, it feels like they're trying to aim it at Gen Z. Now, here's the thing I'm worried about. Not worried, actually, I'm hoping happens to Microsoft. They couldn't break past 30 million subscriptions at $25 with all the $20 a month. Let's just say if you're American, it's probably like $17.99. Canadian, it was $22.99 a month. Came to 26 and change, right? They couldn't break past 30 million subscriptions over the last few years. Phil Spencer had gone on record, saying in the past, like, you know, they're looking at Netflix numbers. They get 100 million subscriptions, whatever. They haven't broken past 30 million. Okay, so how is raising the price going to get you there? Now, I understand profit margins. Maybe Microsoft has decided we're not hitting past 30 million. Let's have a little bit less subscribers. That'll cancel, but we'll make more money. You know, we'll get 20 million subscribers paying $40 a month instead of 30 million subscribers paying $20 a month. Maybe that's a better deal for the shareholders. Whatever. I get that, okay? I understand the profit margins, but this is literally Microsoft has won the streaming wars, okay? Up to this point, like, Sony cannot touch Microsoft, or couldn't up to this point, up to yesterday. Like, Amazon bowed out of the game console race or the streaming race. Apple's not really doing as much. They got iOS Arcade, but like nobody's talking about it. Game Pass has been the talk of the console gaming industry for a system like Xbox that hasn't done a lot, right? That hasn't done a lot. I got my Series X, my beloved Series X, that isn't selling well. That this is like the end of the road for Microsoft consoles. They're going to release one more, they said. It probably won't even be from them. And they're raising the price to $30 a month. I can't believe I'm even saying that out loud. I was going to do a stream today of like just gaming. I was literally... tomorrow's payday for me. I was going to get Game Pass. I know that doesn't matter. Anyone can say that. I was legit planning which games I'm going to play tomorrow because I've been holding off on Game Pass for a couple months. I've been paying off my credit card and it's pretty much almost paid off. And I just have like a couple more weeks to go. I'm like, you know what? Now I can get Game Pass again because everything's managed and under control. And guess what? You think after I pay off my credit card, I'm just going to start chunking $40 a month on it? I need a new pair of shoes, dude, and a vacuum cleaner and groceries, and everything's going up in price. And how hard is it just to accept the profits you're already making? Microsoft is the number one company in the world worth the most amount of money, 1.2 trillion or something like that. Like, is it okay to say, all right, like, this is it? Like, of course not. Stephanie Sterling would say they always want more. But these companies, they get so greedy. We've seen it time and time again. Ubisoft, EA, private now. These companies get so greedy that they start failing. EA didn't buy itself back because it's doing so well that it just has to. No, they know what's going to happen. Their stock price is going to continue to drop and the shareholders are going to pull out, and EA's stopping that before it happened. And that's my assessment of it. Microsoft is going to kill their own Game Pass business. And if I were Sony or Nintendo or Apple or Netflix, I'd be looking at this going, ooh, here's an opportunity. And you know they are, because that's how companies work. In the same way that companies don't care and they're always going to raise their price, you know the competition smells weakness. There is blood in the water right now. Microsoft legit has blood in the water. Look at this. The GameSpot simping. 94 Game Pass games released. Like, okay, they do have the price hike, but, you know, Where's the outrage? IGN, let's see what IGN has to say. Okay, Microsoft has kicked off October by announcing a significant price rise for Game Pass Ultimate, which came just over a year after the last price rise. Oh yeah, forgot about that. In July 2024, Microsoft raised the price of Game Pass Ultimate from $16.99 to $19.99 American, right? So that was the fabled $18.99 Canadian to $22.99 Canadian. So that was last year. 14 months later, goes from $19.99 to $29.99 American. That is a 50% increase. So let's do the math, okay? Let's do the American math, because most of you are probably American. All right. Let's do the American math. How much is Game Pass here? It's $30 times, I don't know how much you guys pay. Let's say 8 cents in tax. Ooh, I don't get that. Let's restart. Math is not my week. Okay, take two, action. $30 times 12. Your Game Pass is going to cost you $360 a year. All right. In Canada, $34.99 plus tax, 15% tax comes to $39 and change, $40. $40 times 12. In Canada, it's $480 a year for Game Pass, and you don't own any of those games. Now, again, I was fine with streaming services when you didn't own the game, but it's $25 a month. Man, you got Personas and Call of Duties and Gears of Wars and all the Forzas and all the Halos and everything coming out. Square comes out with games. Visions of Mana just dropped. I was playing Octopath Traveler 2. You know what I mean? Like, there's good value there. It's like a rental service, but $40 a month. That's like Blockbuster charging $5 a rental. Okay, you get it for 3 days. Now it's $15 a rental. Would you still get it for 3 days? Or even if they gave you 5 days, $15 a rental would not be worth it. Even if they gave it to you for a week, $15 a rental would not be worth it. And man, again, I'm not one to jump on this hatred bandwagon. I loved Xbox, but I swear to you, good gamers out there, I will not be subscribing to this new Game Pass unless Microsoft issues a heartfelt apology to the gaming community and says, look, we went too far. Increase it by a couple of bucks. Look, I was paying $25 a month. If it's $27, $28 a month, I get it. It sucks, but I get it. But $13 Canadian a month? Like, Microsoft's literally asking you to quit drinking coffee. Oh, it's just the price of a few coffees. Quit drinking coffee and enjoy our service. I was on the Game Pass bandwagon because I could not afford to buy games anymore, right? All these physical games cost money. At $40 a month, I'm going to start buying games again. Again, I'm not supporting the gaming industry like this anymore. Not with these microtransactions. Not with shitty companies like EA and Activision and Ubisoft nickel and diming us and giving us crappy Star Wars games. I'm going to continue PC gaming. I hate to say this because I've never said this on video, and I hate when people say this. But folks, never before has there been a better time to say PC Master Race. And I know Xbox is also on computer and it's owned by Microsoft, but you don't have to upgrade to Windows 11. I will not be upgrading to Windows 11. My next console is a Steam Deck, and from this point forward, I will wholeheartedly be supporting Steam. I hate to say that because I sound like the very gamer that I used to argue with, but man, there's no argument here. There's no excuse. If you support this, if you support Microsoft and give them your $40 a month, you're literally justifying it. And then you damn well know in another year they raise it to $50 a month. And all of a sudden, Game Pass becomes just as expensive as cable television. The reason I don't have cable TV like a lot of you is because 1 or 2 subscription services, you're fine. You get your Netflix, Disney, and some Game Pass, you don't need cable TV. But at this point, I think cable TV is going to be cheaper than Game Pass. So anyways, folks, I really appreciate you watching. Let's see what Destin has to say, and then we'll call it. Let's see what Clearasil guy has to say first
Hey there,
of all.
gamers, Dreamcast guy here.
I
They were
hate his
talking
voice.
about
Listen to
Xbox
this guy.
Hey there, gamers, Dreamcast guy here.
I'm
They
sorry.
were talking about
You're so
Xbox
right,
because
dude.
At this point,
You are
Game
so right.
Pass is dead. They just announced a new big change to Xbox Game Pass. They're raising the
Let's look at this guy is wonderful. I love Destin.
We knew it was coming. Unfortunately, it came a little bit sooner than we had.
Oh,
all
it
hoped.
came sooner,
That's
all
right.
right.
The price of Xbox Game
All
Pass
over our faces.
is unfortunately going up,
See the facts.
and it has more games. Now,
So that's what we're looking at here. I just can't recommend standard or essential or premium or essential because again, you don't get the full catalog. Who would subscribe to Disney and not get the full catalog? The reason I even have Netflix is because I get the ad version. You get some ads, whatever, and then, it's brilliant. Why doesn't Microsoft do that? Why don't they just have a Game Pass where it's $20 a month, $15 a month, even cheaper, $10 a month, and you get ads, but you get all the features of Ultimate. I know that sucks, and I don't want to bring ads into games, but at this point, man, I'm literally just going to be living off ROMs and PC gaming. Microsoft, it's been a fun run. I cannot defend you anymore. Thank you all so much for watching me, and I hope you have a great day. Mwah! It's you people that are truly the stars. Hit that like